everyone, back to dinner. Manager Lu was kind enough to call us. Yes, I can only say that Mr. Gao Peng is still young and vigorous. Manager Lu, this time I helped you to target Gao Peng and provoke his relationship with other groups. The favor you did for me in the Black Ember Forest is over. Hey, don't say that, Captain Jiang. We are a lifelong friend. We should help each other more. No, one rule is one rule. We are not friends. Humph, Gao Peng has helped you so much. In order to tie him to your boat, you can set him up, let alone others. Old fox. According to the news broadcast of the Alliance News, the Blue Devil genetic liquid, which was launched by the Jialong Bang Group, has been exposed to serious side effects. In the Neon region, there have been many cases of malignant mutations in the beasts taking the Blue Magic Beast genetic optimizer. Jialong Bang Group announced the global takeback of Blue Devil genetic optimizer. Moderate injury, blood vessel deterioration. At the same time, users who have already purchased the product can return it for free at the original price at Jialong Bang stores. Many countries have already pointed out the uncontrollable nature of GMOs and called on the public to treat products aggressively and positively. Lu Sunlin, Manager Lu, why is he calling? Manager Lu, what can I do for you? I'm really sorry, Mr. Gao, this incident today is all my fault. I should have told you who they were in advance, but I didn't expect them to be so disrespectful today. It doesn't matter, I'm not too mad about it. Don't worry, Mr. Gao, they don't give you face, means they don't give me Lu Sunlin face, from today I. Ending the call. Well, I don't blame these people for thinking they can fool me, it's just that I don't have the strength to say fuck off to all the people with evil intentions. For now, I can only play by the so-called rules until I am strong enough. The first Yangqing Dog King competition ended successfully yesterday. The contestants participating in this year's Dog King competition are all over the Yangqing, Rongcheng, and Pengcheng areas. The first Yangqing Dog King was won by the 21-year-old talented beast trainer Han Ning. Monster name, Starfall Great, monster level, level 39, leader level, monster quality, perfect quality. It is reported that Han Ning is also a university student and is currently studying in the junior year of Yangqing University of Science and Technology. In 3 years' time, he was able to evolve his Imperial Beast to the perfect quality leader level, so he must be one of the top among the folks. But it won't be long. Fei Ping Studio Beast Workroom. Dummy, drink this medicine. Zhao Yu, is this the studio of that Mr. Gao that you were talking about? You said that Mr. Gao is about the same age as you. Does he look very old? Ha! Well, you little Rain, how dare you beat around the bush and say I'm old? Watch my moves. Haha, okay, don't tickle, I was wrong, haha. Welcome to Fei Ping Studio. Do you have an appointment? Huh? You need an appointment? Is business in your studio that good? Yeah, I don't think there's anyone here either. If you don't have an appointment, I can contact the boss for you to confirm the time. Dad said that this Mr. Gao has a high level of beast training and is simply the first genius in Chang'an. The only bad thing is that the fees are very high. Is it because of this that there are not many customers? What's this sound? It sounds so scary that I can't breathe properly. Monster name, Skeleton Dead Ape. Monster level 16. Monster quality, perfect. Monster attributes, Spirit System. Monster weakness, Light System acquired characteristics, Blood Silk Heart. Finally it worked. Huh? In this promotion he actually gained characteristics. Monster characteristics. Blood Silk Heart effect 1 passive effect. Consume a certain number of blood silk and energy cohesion out of the blood silk heart. When the blood silk heart exists, will improve the skeleton dead ape's all-round physical quality. When the blood silk heart is destroyed, passive effect disappears. Effect number 2, active activation of the blood silk heart can trigger the heart resonance, with which the heart can be manipulated to beat. This monster characteristic is a little too powerful. With this characteristic, Dummy's combat power will be greatly enhanced. But it's not very convenient to go out like this. Circle, please find something to help Dummy cover up. This look is not good for the street. What? Promoted to a royal beast in just this little time? Gao Peng is getting better and better. Mr. Gao? Huh? I remember this is Manager Lu's daughter, right? Is it because I hung up Lu Sinlin's phone directly? This old fox might be a little bit confused about my thoughts. Let your daughter come over and test my attitude. However, her friend's beast is quite interesting. Adapted to a whole new ecological niche. With the emptiness as the sea. There are still such strange beings. Mr. Gao, I want you to help me look at my beast. It's you. You don't have to call me Mr. Gao, you are about the same age as me, so I am a little uncomfortable with the name. Oh. The old rules, you should know the standard of my charge, pay the bill first, you are only an elite level, normal quality mint cat, according to my charging standard, 60 credits, thank you. Forget it, it seems that Lu Xiaoyu doesn't know what her old fox father did, and it doesn't mean to bully a girl. For your father's sake, I will pay for the materials needed to upgrade the quality of your mint cat. Thanks, Master Gao. By the way, where's your beast? Huh? Where's the cat? It was here just now. Your mint cat is hiding in the corner, probably scared. Meow. Okay, don't be afraid, cats are good perverted cat. Where did you buy this jellyfish, if I may ask? Is Mr. Gao interested in this kind of pet-type beast as well? I have never seen a beast with this attribute before, so I am a little curious. In fact, this guy is hardly an imperial beast, just a small pet that can barely be used as a handy wallet. Look, it's stored in the space that comes with the jellyfish. This floating jellyfish was originally a specialty of Pengcheng, and recently a group of traders imported a lot from there, and now they are selling it in the commercial street of Wuxiu Square. The third beast, I got the direction. Wuxiu Square. Don't miss it when you pass by the latest featured jellyfish, flying jellyfish. Come and take a look at the super hot new pets from Pengcheng. Wow, so cute. I want to buy this little thing. Okay, bye, hee hee hee. Can you look at the floating jellyfish? Here. Boss, I want one too. Boss, I want it too. Give me one too. Monster level, 1, monster quality, normal. No, I mean, can I see all the rest of your floating jellyfish? I'd like to pick one myself. This way. The rest of the jellyfish are here. According to the records, the birth of the floating jellyfish was due to a group of jellyfish that happened to be infected and mutated by the Space Force at the beginning of the catastrophe and settled in the sea for several years afterwards to multiply. And then, they were almost eaten by other monsters to almost get their species exterminated. This may be the worst space attribute monster in the world. It is said that the space attribute, in fact, except for the ability to float in mid-air and open a small dimensional space in the body, it almost has no attack power. If it weren't for the good looks and the bad taste, it might have gone extinct. So fortunately, it's not delicious to eat. Level 1. Level 1. Level 2. Indeed, the level of jellyfish here is not too different from that outside. Wait, this jellyfish. How come it doesn't feel the same as other jellyfish? Wobbuffet from Pokemon Team Rocket XD. The other jellyfish float quietly, but it is very active. How much for this one? Oh, the young man has a good eye. Our boss said, this is a rare mutant species, the perfect quality of speed variation, the floating jellyfish king. I can sell it to you at 100 credits. Brother, you have to be conscientious in business. I recognize the mutation, the floating jellyfish king. This is a little overstated, right? 50 credits. Yes, when you meet someone who knows how to do it, right as 50 on 50, right as a friend. Without a second's hesitation, it seems that even at 50 credits, they have something to earn. Young man, if you have other friends who wants to buy floating jellyfish, you can bring him to us. I'll give you a discount opening your mouth for 100 credits. And what, Jellyfish King, it's good to expect you to give a discount and not ask for a lot of money. But I really didn't lose anything here. Monster name floating jellyfish. Monster level 4, monster quality elite. Monster attribute space wind. Monster preference sweet juice. Monster weaknesses 1. Thunder type 2. Ice type 3. Fear of fish and birds. Facing these two kinds of creatures, the courage will become smaller. Space and wind dual attributes, elite quality. Our family's Imperial Beast team is becoming a group. You look like a balloon. Or let's just call you silly. I'm back. Dazi, this is our new family member. Ha! And learn to be jealous. This little unscrupulous man, see how I will fix you. Dazi, I bought you dried breadworms, which you love to eat. There are also the dried insects of the poisonous swordworm and the leaves of the starflower. In order to help you upgrade, I have issued a high-price quest to buy the crystal core of the leader-level lightning monster. The bid is 301 credits. The normal average price is a full 1 credit point higher. That's enough for an entire family to live on. He, want to eat? Yes. It's not that easy. How dare you slam the door on me? Give it to me. Give it to me. Knock it off. Good, you've learned to curse. Watch out, you little brat. A day without a fight, the upper room uncovered tiles. I don't have a high level at the moment, so I should have enough mental power to try the contract now. Silly's consciousness space is even smaller and more fragile than Dazi's at the beginning. It's troublesome. Besides, Silly's consciousness is too restless. If I want to make a contract now, how come I feel like I am a monster who wants to abduct a child? Hey, it seems that I need to be in contact with Silly for a while. Let him lower his guard, and he'll grow attached to us over time. It's decided. I'll take Silly to school with me tomorrow. Let's develop a good relationship. Good morning, Gao Peng. Is this classmate Peng? Morning, classmate Mu. Is that a hat on his head? It's so ugly, ha ha ha. Oh, right. Would you like mineral water, iced? No, this hat of yours is. Hat? No, it's not. Floating jellyfish, an imperial beast with spatial abilities. Well, I've heard of it, and it's just as timid. Forget about that for a moment. Have you seen the monster for training today? Huh. It seems like a tricky test. Purple gold scorpion. How about it? You're still going first today. Hey, it seems that the extra bonus points for today's first win are Gao Peng's again. We can't help it. Gao Peng is strong and has a high win rate, so we can refer to his style of play to beat our opponents and get some points, so be thankful. I can't be the first one on the team every time. It's not fair to them. Let's let other be first today. What? Since classmate Gao is willing to give up the first place. Instructor Zhang, I'll apply to be the first one to go today. Chicken Dragon, this is the only elite level imperial beast in the field other than Dazi, and it is already level 11, but unfortunately it is only normal quality. But it's enough to try the depth of the purple gold scorpion. Dazi, do you see it? Pay attention. Wait, where are you looking? You just know how to eat. Observe the attacking habits and the attacking style of the purple gold scorpion. I'll put you on later. What's that shiny on the corner of your mouth? Wipe it off. Ready, go. Not good. Fortunately, this purple gold scorpion is not poisonous, otherwise this shot alone would have put down your imperial beast. Luckily for you, the dragon was strong enough that the scorpion only pierced the muscle with its barb. The rear ringtail is not stiff enough to do more damage. Win? That's not necessarily true. Chicken dragon. Ouch, this. All right, stop it. Chicken dragon, slow down. Who else wants to fight the purple gold scorpion? When Gao Peng's purple-backed lightning centipede was the first to take the field in every challenge, I know that some students were upset, thinking that I was being biased and underestimating everyone, right? What now? Let the students with good grades go first. No. Student Gao Peng? Let's go. Although Dazi is powerful, but the strength shown by the purple gold scorpion is not too timid. Classmate Mu is right, this purple gold scorpion is probably hiding its clumsiness. Now I can only believe in Dazi. Good job. Wow. Well done. Seriously injured state. Stable. As expected of you, Gao Peng. Despite the danger disease in, you didn't even flinch. Ahaha, it's nothing, everything is within my expectations. I was so nervous that my hands were sweating though. Gao Peng, call your familiar back. We don't have enough monsters for training. If it continues to eat it, this one's a goner. Munch. Munch. Hiss. Don't tell me the Z hasn't been completely tamed? It looks so terrifying. What? Doesn't that mean it's dangerous? Whistle. Huss huss. Dodge dodge. You should stop eating without a care in the world. Take out. What if you get a stomachache? Not to men wipe that you'll scare those who are timid. Wipe. Dried worms are better. It's tasty and nutritious. What does he mean by that? Why is he being so arrogant? That's right, that's right. Don't worry about them, Gao Peng. They're just a bit scared by disease. Everyone's simply fighting with monsters in a cage. The instructors and the Silver Moon Wolf are here to protect us. That's why you can still feel pity for these monsters. But what if you're in the wild? In the monsters' territory? Do you think that the monsters will show us pity in a real battle? You're here to learn to fight. We're not here to role play. If you have that kind of mentality, you should get out while you still can. You. Clap clap. Gao Peng is right. Since the atmosphere is quite good, let me announce something important. Now that all of you are almost done with basic training, from tomorrow onward, you can then sign up to go to the outfield training base. The duration of the training will be 1 week. The school has already been informed, and they will permit you to take leave. You can go home and talk to your parents. The cost for signing up is 5 credit points. Really? I've been waiting for so long. We're finally going to have a real battle. Sigh, I didn't do well in my basic training. What should I do? The outfield training base? Isn't this a bit too generous? Instructor, we need to pay to sign up? That's right. I thought the training's supposed to be free. Why do we still need to pay? You can choose not to go, or you can go to some other privately owned outfield training base. You should be grateful. The private ones will cost around 20 credits for 1 week. And 20 credits is just for the ticket to enter. You need to pay extra if you want to use their other facilities. Sigh, in the end it's because I'm too poor, disappointed. Sigh. If you really don't have enough, I'll ask my dad to lend you some extra. Other than paying yourself, there's another way. Contract. That's to sign a contract with the Alliance, then all your training fees will be paid for by the Alliance. But those who have signed the contract would have to join the military for 8 years after you graduate. After that, you can choose to be discharged. If you manage to get into a military academy, the time you spend in the military academy is included within these 8 years. True. 5 credit points is too expensive for normal families. Even though it's not something that they can't afford to pay, it's not a small amount by any means. The government's policy is quite good. It's smart. It lets us choose whether we want to join the military or not, and it looks like we aren't forced. Regardless of whether we join the military academy for 4 years or serve as normal warriors for 8 years, the military wins it all. Let me remind you one final time. If you wish to join, you'll have to sign a death insurance policy. About that, will I die if I sign? Monster Trainer Students Examination is different from the other exams. So, you'll have to take advantage of this chance to train well. You probably will not die if you sign, but if your IQ maintains at a level like this, we might have to remove the "not" in the previous statement. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Gao Ping, should we team up? Tap. It's my honor. Rui, look at this side, the mountain is so high. Ha ha, indeed. The flowers over there are nice too. There are also wild beasts. Sorry, there's a stone on the road, I didn't see it. And that's what he does when he doesn't like our noise. HM. When I left in the morning, I knocked on Tang Tang's door, but there was no answer. She didn't answer the phone too. It stands to reason that Tang Tang's strength is not weak, so there shouldn't be anything wrong. Or does it have something to do with the secret you've never been able to tell me? Ah. No way, this again. It's too much. Yeah, you can't bully people like that. Sorry. Not on purpose this time. Your destination, here we are. This valley behind me is your wilderness training base. Every inch of the valley has been cleared, normal level and elite level monsters are retained, and there will never be any leader level monsters. The identity watches you've been issued contain a positioning system and an emergency button, and your task is to live for a week. You can't quit in the middle of the field training. Otherwise, you are considered to have given up. Any more questions? Is there a fixed supply point in the training ground? HM, there are safe houses in the valley, made of special steel. Only monsters above the leader level can break through the safe house's defenses, and they also have a certain amount of food. So, if you really just want to get through 7 days, it's not impossible, it depends on how you choose. Get going, kids! Dalong, keep up. Come on, let's go find the safe house first. Okay, this time we must prove our strength. Move faster. If you are accidentally eaten by a monster, the positioning system will allow us to find the monster and avenge your death. Let's go, don't look. A sparrow, which likes to gather in a moist and watery environment, and is very sensitive to rain. If it rains, they will fly to that area, so they are also known as rain birds. Well, I remember that in the weather signal towers in general cities, there are rain birds. The attack power of the rain birds is very weak, but the speed is very fast. Sure enough, I still have to go to the wild to take a look. Unlike a monotonous city, the wild has the richest kinds of monsters, which is a monster's paradise. A student is a student, everyone else is in a hurry to get into the valley, but Gao Peng, you have already started to observe the environment, so it's really such a mentality that makes you so capable. No, it was just too crowded to stand here, so I waited for them all to pass. So is it time to go? Yeah. Well, let's go. Am I mistaken? I think I saw a figure in the tree canopy. Day 1. Gao Peng. Mutating. There is a camouflage green-skinned iron house not far in front. It should be a safe house. Well, let's go over and take a look. There are not many beds in the safe house, so the instructors don't want us to huddle too much. There are no leader-level monsters in the valley, and there are less than 5% of elite-level monsters. There is no point in training in the field if you have to huddle like this. Huh? Each bed has 5 boxes of compressed cookies and 10 bottles of mineral water, so if you eat sparingly, you can basically make it through the week. Therefore, the military has fully considered the true strength of these students. Otherwise, if they have to fight against monsters and find food by themselves, there may be a reduction in staff. Don't you want to change to your protective suit? There are still some small mosquitoes in the jungle that are quite poisonous, so if you get a bite, you'll be in trouble. No, I'll just apply the herbs. Ha ha ha. Ahem, well, let's get around and see if we can get some meat. I don't want to eat compressed cookies for 7 days. Now with the safe house, we can rely on Lotus Seed's original size to get out of the way quickly, so we can return to the safe house even if something happens. As expected of Gao Peng, you are really thoughtful. We'll first look for a nearby water source, which is generally surrounded by natural hunting grounds. Okay. The fragrance of the flowers and plants in the woods is too strong, and there is a rotten smell. I almost fainted. Hey. Ed, shoo. Let your lotus seed hit that branch with as much force as possible. Hey, this tree doesn't look like anything special, right? Why does Gao Peng want lotus seed to hit the tree for no reason? But in school, Gao Peng's judgment was always accurate. Maybe he has found some clues. I should trust him. Go, lotus seed. It can't see me. It can't see me. Thank you. If not for you reminding me, I would have been trapped. But what kind of monster is this? The disguise is too good. A green tree snake is a green-colored snake that mimics a tree branch. The flesh of this snake contains traces of toxins that can be eaten by monsters, but not by humans. But I signed a contract with Daozi. Theoretically, all the damage I suffer will be transferred to Daozi, which has a toxic resistance. That means I can actually eat it. I heard that the more poisonous the snake is, the more delicious the meat is. Huh? Strange, did I mishear? Gao Peng. There seems to be a water source up ahead. It seems to be fresh water, no odor. Great, as long as we have a clean water source, our chances of making it through the 7 days are greatly improved. Huh? Damn, what the hell is this? Monster name, Green Frog. Monster level, level 2. Monster quality, normal. Monster preference likes to spit on other creatures. Monster weakness 3. 1 thunder system. 2 soil system. 3 ice system. Status 2 tired of other creatures spitting on it. This green-skinned frog is a psychopath. It only likes to spit on other creatures and hates others to spit on it. The most important thing is that there are no creatures so bored that they'll spit back at you. Forget it. One more thing is better than one less thing. We still need to think about how to efficiently clean this pond. Spit. Humph. I gave you a chance, but you didn't treasure it. I have the system and still can't cure your little attitude. Gao Peng? So there are so many frogs in this pond. Classmate Moo. What's wrong? Your face has suddenly changed in a strange way. Run. Ha ha. Ho, 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 it's safe, right, safe, it's safe. Who would have thought that one day I would be so scared by a group of frogs that I would turn around and run? Don't underestimate frogs. 1 or 2 is not terrible, but there can be at least thousands of green-skinned frogs in a pond. After gathering, So you are the one who caused such a terrible thing. Well, let's sort out the situation. Behind the woods to the north is the pond of green-skinned frogs. To the west is the direction of the gate of the valley. There are few trees, and no threatening large creatures have been found along the way. To the south is a dense forest with tracks of large carnivorous monsters. Most of the trees are very thick and not conducive to the movement of lotus seeds. To the east, there is a small steep slope, and up the slope is a spacious meadow with signs of herbivore gnawing. So this is the enough information we got for now. What about now? Do you want to expand the range a little further? Now, back to cooking. Relax, partner. This amount of exercise today is enough. If you are too nervous on the first day, you will get tired very quickly, okay? So let's quickly find some ingredients that we can eat. No need. Look, it's a fresh green snake. There are ingredients. This is thin lotus lilac. This is golden silk cardamom. And blue-black grass. When was this all collected? No, I should ask, where did you put these things? This is the survival of the wilderness, of course, must always be prepared for it. Give me the footage of number 13. A distress signal was sent out on the 31st, with coordinates 17 and 3 bars 824. 3 teams are now on their way to the high slopes of A3. Safe house number 7 has been discovered. This number 17, that's the one that Zhang Byron said, a promising seed? I think, yes, the beast and its features match. Faced with the green-skinned frog, you can only run away. Even if you are running away, don't forget to find something to chuck at it while running. If you think about it, that's survival ability, right? What you think is too simple. Don't forget that he is only a student who has been trained for a short period of time. Whether it's his use of the terrain, his mastery of wilderness survival skills, or his determination to give up when things go wrong, he has outperformed most teams. Give me a focus. Monitor him. Yes, Colonel. Then I'll have to take a good look at Gao Peng's work. What's wrong? It seems to be locked back. Hey, please open the door. Someone won, anyone won. It's full here. Go somewhere else. It's true that there is no such thing as a safe house in the wild, and it seems that we can only think of ourselves as unlucky when we meet such people. It's getting dark now, we are only 2 people, we'll just sleep on the ground. You are still talking to them, just let them go, this safe house is so small, who will want them to squeeze in? Go to another place, before it gets dark. Wait a minute, classmate Mu. It's not worth it to be angry with these kind of people. Someone will soon educate them well. Classmate Gao, you are right. Forget it, Lotus Seed, let's go. Hey, classmate Gao? Why are you going back? This is. You actually locked the door from the outside. Classmate Gao, from where did this lock come from? Took it from the safe house. It was right next to the table. I guess the instructors wanted us to use it to reinforce the door to increase safety. I put it in my bag when I was coming out. Hee hee. Ha ha ha. Impressive. This kid is good. He is as refined as a monkey. He has potential. It's much better than the average student, no soldiers. Coming up next is the highlight, in the wild with monsters everywhere. Question is, can he survive a night? We'll go in this direction again to see if we can find a safe house. It seems that we can only rest in the wild for the night. If we continue the search, it won't be safe, and there are no caves to be found. Finished. It can be regarded as makeshift. He slept way too fast. Dizzy and Lotus Seed are also resting. I'll take a rest too. How brave. Sleeping in the wild, with neither campfires nor night guard. Let me take the chance. Something is coming. It's a dark shadow panther? It isn't very strong. Xiao Peng would probably be fine with his skill set, right? T/N, Xiao Peng is a nickname for Gao Peng. How, what's wrong, Lotus Seed? Jump off the tree. Gao Peng, what's happening? Look at the tree in front. This should be a shadow type or dark type monster. Its type and strength are unknown. Not to mention that the combat abilities of such monsters are highest at night. Do we run or fight? Level 15 a normal grade, level 15 Dark Shadow Panther. To make a run for it would expose our backs to the vicious beast. Doing that would only initiate the predatory instincts of the beast. So fast. Dizzy. Using electricity to paralyze the enemy to slow it down. All the training we've done has not been in vain. Even though he's facing an enemy with a higher level, Dizzy can still take care of it with ease. The fuck is this? Run. Looks like you have no interest in Xiao Peng. Well, you are quite tactful. Otherwise, my cover would have been blown if we had fought. Sir, an emergency situation has occurred. Sir, should we eliminate that mutant giant jungle anaconda? No need. The giant jungle anaconda is of a gentle nature, and its offensive strength when initiating attacks is not strong. This will just be another trial for the students. If they can't even deal with a trial of level, then they should just give up on going down this path when they still can. Commander Tan is right. However, have the Golden Condor team get ready to stand by for rescue. If someone presses the emergency rescue button, they are to set off immediately. Yes. The next day. Ugh. Are you awake? You're just in time. We can depart now. Depart? To where? To take a look around yesterday's campsite. We left in a hurry yesterday, so we left a lot of items behind. Yesterday's campsite? But we don't know if that giant jungle anaconda is still there. We also don't know any important information such as its weaknesses and attack pattern. Going back like this is just too dangerous. It's precisely because we didn't collect any useful information that we need to go back. The level of understanding towards a monster is also a skill set of a monster trainer. You won't know when this information could save your life. The time we live in has changed. You'll only become weaker if you still wish to continue staying in a safe area like before. Wait for me. I can't catch up to you if you're walking so fast. When you encounter a monster, could it be that you're going to ride Dizzy without me? Don't be angry, Dizzy. It's true that you can't transport people. This is horrible. If we hadn't run fast enough, we wouldn't have ended any better than these trees. Huh? This is? Gao Peng, I'll go look over there. Wood Space Heart. Material name, Wood Space Heart. Space attribute material. Wood Space Heart is a key ingredient for Silly's evolution, but I've never heard of it being sold in any of the markets. It's like no one even knows of the existence of this kind of ingredient. So they're hidden inside these kinds of trees. They are similar to bottle trees. From the looks of it, yesterday's mutant giant jungle anaconda could grow that big was because it ate this kind of rare ingredient. No wonder it didn't chase after us yesterday. It was protecting its food? Seems like I need to find a chance to collect more with Space Hearts later. As for now, I should take advantage of this given opportunity during field training to find other rare ingredients. The third day, the fourth day, the fifth day, the sixth day. All of you here are outstanding students who have passed the training. I'm very pleased. The seventh day. The tentative date for the next combined training in the Valley has been set for 3 weeks from now. Students that have attended this one will be able to attend the next one for free. The training has now come to an end. I hope that all of you have learned plenty from it. Next is a 3-day holiday. Classes will resume in 3 days. Hurry, we can finally rest. Yay, I want to go home and eat a big meal. We can finally get in touch with the outside world. I'm going to call my home to tell them I'm okay. I'll send Sister Tang the news too. Wait. Lotus Swarm? Chang'an City Center Walking Street. Now reporting about the battle in the North, Union News. 2105 working together to overcome difficulties. Dear viewers, as you've already seen, we are at the front lines of the battle. Currently, the Chang'an military troops have stopped the locust swarm outside of the front lines. According to the research carried out by Director Fong of the Chang'an Monster Breeder Association, these monsters, called dead leaf locusts, are extremely afraid of fire. This is some good news as we have successfully held them off using their weakness. Feng Xiu Director. This swarm of locusts is estimated to have a few billion of them. Each dead leaf locust is at least 30 centimeters in length. The situation doesn't look too good. Director Feng. Hello, Director Feng. Hi, Xiao Gao. Have you come home after your training? The military just sent over a batch of the new type of voracious golden toads and want us to promote their grades. Director's office. Do you have time to come down to the association tomorrow? You will be paid for your services. Voracious golden toads? Is it possible that the military wants to use the voracious golden toads to deal with the dead leaf locusts? What? How did he know the military wants to use them? That's correct. Using firearms to exterminate them is quite inefficient, so the military wants us to research ways to improve the grade of the voracious golden toads by using the laws of nature. The laws of nature? Using the natural enemies of locusts? It is quite a plausible idea. So what do you say, Xiao Gao? Are you interested in participating in this research project? The remuneration is negotiable. Well, if you put it that way, then I don't mind. Is it possible to change the remuneration to a commander tier electric type monster core crystal? Truthfully, this wouldn't be allowed. However, I do know of some people in the military, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. Director Feng. Then I'll see you tomorrow. The next day. Xiao Gao. Director Feng. Haha, I've been waiting for you for a while. Who's that young man? Director Feng even came down to greet him in person. Is he the son of some leader? Yesterday, the military brought 2 samples of the voracious golden toads. Let's head inside. Okay. B1V. Did you stay up all night? Yeah. I spent most of the night looking after them. But I still haven't made heads or tails of them. B5V. We're here. What a large space. Welcome to the Monster Breeder Association's Research Center. Our workspace is right here. Take a look at this, Xiao Gao. This is a voracious golden toad. Voracious golden toads evolved from the horned frogs. They have terrifying jump abilities and are of the earth attribute. Mr. Gao, please look here. Huh? These are fennel-scented grilled locust skewers. They're the voracious golden toad's favorite food. You can try to feed them. Ah, so fragrant. The sauce is rich and fragrant. It has just the right amount of oil in the fresh meat, which is wrapped by a crispy exterior. I give this roasted locust a 10 out of 10. Xiao Gao? Relax, I'm just taste testing it for you. It's a pity that there's a bit too much fennel, it tastes a bit too strong. Here, for you. To be able to even eat the metal skewer, the voracious golden toad must have a very powerful stomach or it would not be able to digest that. So, which aspect of the voracious golden toad does the military wish for us to improve? Its defense and its ability to digest things. Of course, improving its offensive capabilities will be good as well. Come, look over here. These are the results of my research. I found that the voracious golden toad has a rather decent affinity for two attributes, earth and fire. I extracted a bit of voracious golden toad skin and combined it with various fire-attributed materials. I found out that its flesh has a high affinity with fire orchid vines. The flesh showed no signs of rejection when fire orchid vine extract was introduced to it. But fire orchid vines has a very gentle fire attribute, so just relying on that is insufficient. There is a path that uses fire orchid vines as a supporting ingredient. That path of evolution is also towards the fire attribute. We just need to modify the formula a bit. Director Fong, perhaps we could approach this from a different angle. What? Have you already come up with an idea in such a short amount of time? Do tell. For example, we can view the voracious golden toad as the main food ingredient and the fire orchid vines as a seasoning, but the flavor of fire orchid vines isn't strong enough, so it's hard for the flavor of our seasoning to permeate into the toad. In this situation, we could consider a different cooking approach, such as using a stronger ingredient or cooking the meat with more heat. A stronger ingredient? More heat? Yes. How about red-faced demon chili? Director Fong can give it a try. Xiao Zhang. If I recall correctly, there's still a batch of red-faced demon chilies in the association's warehouse. Go bring it over. Yes. Comparing evolution to cooking is too much. This is the method our city's youngest monster breeder came up with? Sigh, although Xiao Zhang has potential, we need more talented individuals to join us in order for us to broaden the path for monster breeders. I hope you will understand this one day, Xiao Zhang. Director, the ingredients are here. Good. Looks like it's been well preserved. Of course I chose the best one. We don't want this Mr. Gao to blame the ingredients' quality when he fails, do we? Judging from its color, its properties seem a bit too strong. Xiao Zhang, go and get some suo wood, king ginseng and moon. Yes, Director. We still need a few more ingredients. But it would be too deliberate if I say something now. Let's wait for the result of the experiment. The evolution solution is completed. It's a failure. Xiao Zhang, come test the blood and the flesh to find out the reason for the failure. Yes. Teacher, the reason for the toad exploding should be because it absorbed too much of the fire element. The explosion was a result of conflicting energies. There's a lot of unmerged fire element residue in the flesh and blood. Conflicting energies, based on the results of your previous experiments, if there was a chance for success, you should have been able to at least pick up some trace of the fire element from the blown-up pieces or flesh that was partially merged with the fire element. If that was the case, all we have to do is to keep improving the formula and to adjust the amount of the materials needed. If the energies conflicted with one another, it means that they did not merge with each other at all, which means that this experiment is a total failure. It's too early to decide that what we thought is incorrect. Continue the experiments, we need more data. Teacher. Enough, bring me another set of ingredients. The second experiment. The third experiment. We've already failed 3 times, surely it's a problem with the formula? Or maybe Xiao Zhang was right about it being incorrect? Sigh, Xiao Gao is still too young, his skills were a bit over-exaggerated. Director Fong, we have tried so many ingredients already, I feel that maybe using the devil chilies as the sole main ingredient is insufficient. Perhaps we could add in another main ingredient. 2 main ingredients? That's a bold idea. You believe in me, don't you? So why don't you just believe in me one more time? What do you plan on using for the other main ingredient? Black soft soil. It's an earth attribute soil material that has the properties of dampness and is of in nature. We can have the voracious golden toad consume this in order to protect its internal organs. After that, we can add in some sparrow saliva wood to the list of supporting ingredients for the devil chili. Wood feeds fire and fire creates earth. Mutually reinforcing and neutralizing each other, huh? We might as well give it a shot. Teacher, the fire element has successfully assimilated into the flesh this time and the amount is substantial. It's effective. That's great. Why don't we proceed to live testing? Since many of these ingredients must be consumed, we won't actually know their results till then. Simply experimenting on the monster's flesh won't be enough. All right. Even though we never cut off too much of the flesh and anesthetize it each time for hopes of full recovery, this toad is still a little pitiful. Let's feed it some locust skewers later. So much smoke. We already figured out the correct amounts of each ingredient. The rest is all pretty routine. Just add in the remaining ingredients at the right time. You all can go outside first. Cough, cough, no need. I'll be able to observe the reactions by staying close by. Then, I'll go get some air. All right. These demon chilies sure have a pungent smell. Just now, I was acting natural enough, right? They wouldn't know that I already knew the formula based on the suggestions I gave them. The formula was actually experimented by Director Fong. Still, I need to be careful. It'd be a pain if someone with ill intentions finds out. This is the first research experiment conducted on the voracious golden toad, so there's no explanation as to why a normal high school student like me knew the formula before we even started. Cough, cough, cough. Huh? Red fumes, looks like it's a success. A fire attribute. Dual attributes of fire and earth. Teacher, we've succeeded. The fire attribute is there, but it doesn't seem to have dual attributes. In order to use it as soon as possible, this is the only method we could use. Monster name, Magma Fire Toad. Monster level, 19. Monster grade, excellent. Monster attribute, fire. Monster weakness, water type. Monster description, evolved from voracious golden toad. In order to suit the evolutionary pathway, its earth attribute was discarded for it to become a fire attribute monster. In the process of evolution, great damage was done to its body. Large amounts of muscle were corroded by the fire element, causing its strength and jumping ability to be reduced by varying degrees. Evolutionary potential has also been weakened. At the front lines north of Chang'an City. 3rd Squadron assembled. Ammunition inspection completed. Hurry and replace the parts. Understood. Attention, everyone. The target has reached District A. Prepare for battle. They're coming. White phosphorus bombs. Use the white phosphorus incendiary bombs. Sir, the white phosphorus bombs are effective. Great. Follow this rhythm and press on. Wait. This is bad. Those insects are going to use that sandstorm thing again. Sir. The incendiary bombs have been blown back by the sandstorm. The locust swarm has started using the sandstorm. Stop using the incendiary bombs. I repeat, stop using the incendiary bombs. If we can't use the incendiary bombs, what else can we do? There are countless civilians behind us. These disgusting bugs. Shoot them. Kill them all. Sandstorm, stopped. Platoon leader, where did these big toads come from? What big toads? This is someone from the university with great knowledge to deal with dead leaf locusts, so stop with the big toads. Hundreds of them were wiped out in just one attack. With these red-stringed toads, our brothers won't have to risk their lives to fight these monsters. The person who researched them is really great. Old Han, did your granddaughter also participate in that special training? Hey, don't mention it. She was eliminated the next day. Her dad gave her a good lecture. Shame. Which family is this Jeep going to? This direction. They are going to the 6th floor, right? Maybe to find Gao Peng? There was a similar car that came to pick him up before. Speaking of Gao Peng, I remember once walking my dog in the neighborhood. I saw him coming home with a skeleton. What skeleton? Is it a ghost? I've also seen that skeleton also flashes ghost fire around his body. Sister Chen, have you seen the Gao Peng guy living upstairs in your building? What skeleton? That is Gao Peng's imperial beast. It looks scary, but in fact, it protects people and takes care of them. Here, help me thread it. This little guy is so capable, I never heard you say his name. I can't name it. So official. Mr. Gao Peng. According to the agreement that President Feng made with you on behalf of the military, a crystal core of an leader-level thunder monster is the reward for the successful research evolution of the red-stringed fire toad. Please check it. Yes, thank you. I volunteered for this assignment because I wanted to meet you in person. Gao Peng, on behalf of my comrades, I'd like to express my high respect and sincere gratitude to you. Special representatives are those comrades who have already lost their lives in this operation. It is the bounden duty of soldiers to defend our home and our country. We are not afraid of dying, but we are worried about not dying properly. Hey, it seems that while covering the system, I should try to participate in more experimental projects in this new area to help the front line. But the system is only an aid. The most important thing is to improve my own strength as soon as possible in order to protect myself, and then I'll also have the right to speak in the experiment. Huh? Dizzy. So conscientious to comfort me. The main material has just arrived. Let's help you upgrade your quality today. Dizzy, drink this bowl of soup. Don't worry. Let Dizzy stay alone for a while. Hey, these two living treasures,